So has anybody not been to VIP before? Simon's not been, everybody else not been. Okay, welcome. Okay. I would like to say that I'm usually a lot more professional, but I'm not. So I'm not, am I really?
That's taken care of.
Yeah, that takes care of it. There's plenty of other people on this stand who can be professionals. I feel I don't need to be. First of all, the thing that I'm most excited about this time is my Jumpstart journal. I have lots of journals. In fact, I counted them up when I came in, and I've got 11. There's 11 books now. I can't believe it. And it's still one of the top-selling journals, so I'm so excited about that. So I have 11 in different sizes. And the diary, which has been out a couple of years, has the concept of the diary it has a page that's already started here, and then it has the Monday to Sunday here, so that you can fill in your own bits and pieces, etc. And I love this, and I actually use this. I use this as a journal when I'm in a rush, when I haven't got time to do things. But the thing with the diary is, although it was really, really successful, it's only successful once a year because people think, oh, I only buy that once a year. And even though I say to them, you can use that as a journal all year round, I don't think people made the connection. So I thought, I'm going to make another journal that people can use all year round. And originally, I was going to do every single page, and then I thought, you know what, I'm still going to do this concept where this is done, this isn't, because then people can try and replicate it. So that's what, when I was doing the designs this side, that was my idea. They could try and replicate it over here. There's 56 designs in here, and every single one is different, whereas in the diary I think it's 12 and then they repeat. So in here, every single one. I put some doodling ones in as well, so people could doodle, because then they could take the journal block and they could try to do it on the other side and different bits. I wanted them to see all sorts, and originally I was thinking that this would be sort of for beginners or medium people, things like that, but I just use it all the time, so I think your regulars are going to do it as well. So I've done things like I've put boxes in and started them off doodling. I've got some collage. I was doing it in class, so ignore this side at the moment, but I've started a frame. There's even some collage somewhere, but you can see every single page is, I can't find it. You see, like this is already in, the collage is already there for them to do. There's doodling, there's stamping, and I was going to do some packs, some refill packs. Look, I've even put hands saying, put something in there. People say, well, where should I stick it? I'm like, would you really like me to tell you? I'm like, look, you can put something in there. And actually, if I show you with this one, you can see. So this was the first page, and I've just drawn a frame, cut that out, I've doodled some of the in-between, and just added some stamps on that. I haven't done anything to the background. I just put it on that's cut it to bits. But you can see, so there's some collage already on, and then they can just add the bits on a frame, and it will encourage them to then go, oh, that's really simple, I can do that on another page, you know, with the stamps like this. So that was my idea behind it. So this is this. And then they can doodle it, and then they can colour it, etc. So that's my idea. So what I was thinking as well was, I know over here, I never know what it's called, Kinkos. There you go. If you take these in, they'll slice the end off for about $2. So I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to hand pages out in class. So they can make some of their own, they can use some of the ready-made, and then they'll want to come and buy the book. So I think it'll be great for teaching with this one. So it's still the quality of the old one. It's still got the mixed media cardstock in. I decided to change the spines on it. Most of my books are just in the craft. So when I brought out the diary, I gave it a black spine. It's got the craft colour and a black spine. So I thought, I'll give it a stripy spine. And then I got a bit carried away and went a little bit dotty as well, because she can doodle in. But just so, if you've not got a lot of room in your store, maybe you've got them stacked on the shelf or whatever, you can tell instantly. But also, you can imagine how many I've got at home, and they're up on the shelf. So I just wanted to be able to see, that's a diary, that's a journal, that's a book. And if people want to turn this into a diary, they can do. They could do the same. They could do the notes in. It's only in large at the moment. Obviously, I want it in every size, as you do, because I'm never grateful, so I'm told. And I'm like, and your point is? That's why I've got 11, because I'm never grateful. You have to just keep going. So I'm really excited with that. And if you're in class, who was in class? Yeah. Did you enjoy working in it? Yeah. You enjoyed, and and because a lot of people are like, oh, already done journal. No, I wouldn't use it, but it is. There's all sorts you can do to it. The other new journal that we've got is a black one. Now, I was asking for this for ages, and then I got my black one in the dialogue. And I was told I couldn't have this, and then it's just appeared. So I don't know what strategy to use. Nag, or just let it go and get it anyway. I'm confused.
A bit of both.
A bit of both, yeah. So so this is the small size. A lot of people, this is not enough in it, so they like the bigger size for this. This one, everything was late coming this year, so I've hardly any samples of things because I only had one of each. This one is one I use on the plane. I use it on the aeroplane, so everything, it's just white pen, and it's just all my stencils because I travel with the stencils and things, so all the stencils and different bits and pieces. But this would be a great class in the store because this is not too expensive. The bigger journal costs more and everything's got to be bigger, but this, all they need a book, they need a pen, they need a journal block and some stencils, but we sell tons of stencils by doing this. So I've been doing a lot of cutting as well. This is just my stained glass stencil. That takes the students about 50 minutes to do that, and it's the quietest class you'll ever and they're happy, and they're so happy, and then they buy all the stencils and they buy the journal block. Do you see what I mean? It's just amazing, and I've just been doing a lot of so these, you see, so I take my stencils and then I doodle in them, and they love it, and then they just buy all the things, because even people who can't draw, can't doodle, can make this look good. Because the stencil is already there, the shape is already there for them to do. And then we'll do things like, and the thing is as well, if you get them to cut your book up, they go through it quicker and they have to buy another one. It's like, oh, there's a big hole in there, I need another page. I think of everything for you. So like this just looks like one of my frames, but it's got, this is just a simple one. So anyway, so there's the black journal. So those are the two new journals. The dialogues, some of the dialogues down below have got new on when they actually came out just before Christmas, but it was so late landing, it got stuck in customs, that some people might have missed them, so that's why we put new on. I originally had 8 dialogue insert books, but when I first made them, we were going to do packs of 2. So I did 2 different designs for the covers, and we ended up selling them in ones. So these are the same books, but just with different covers on, because I think that a lot of women are like me. They just want all the different covers. So they're all, 7 of them are exactly the same inside, apart from this one, and I've done all new backgrounds in the insert one, okay? So there's 8 of those, so there's now 16 of the dialogues. And then we brought out the new cover. Thank you. We brought out, I got a lot of complaints from men that they didn't want to be seen with these. How rude. That's what I thought, rude. So, but I'd always planned to bring a blank one out anyway. I only had one. It's that top left one. Can you see with the, so all I did was I added my added my paints with the blending tools, put a stencil on the top. It's not finished, I just doodled, but that's the only one I had. So again, this is going to be a class with me. This is going to be a class where they decorate the cover and they get 2 books inside and we do some things inside. I'm always trying to think when I bring new products out, what can I do as a class, what can I teach? So there was that one. So they came out just before Christmas, but we've added to it. So this is the new cover. This is the newer cover that we've brought out, which matches my accessory bags. Now, somebody said, well, this looks really faded. It's because of the printing process onto this. It's a different printing process than onto here, okay? So it's the same design, but these batter down anyway. These do come down. So this was the original bag. This was the small accessory bag that fits on like this, and then we brought out the larger one, and with this one I didn't want the elastic because I thought this would have heavier stuff in, so because we took the elastic out it's the same price. And then this is the new one, and I don't have one, but this is the new one. And this one opens, so you can get your pens out really easily if this one opens like that. All mine, I think everybody's got one of these, but they all have the black zip. But you know me, everything has to match, so mine's got the gold zip in. So that's the family there, and we've also got one of these as well. And then if you're lucky, you have a dress that matches as well. So the dress I had on yesterday was this colourway, but I just altered it. So you never know, I didn't know you could do that. I didn't know you could just, at a click of a button, alter things. So you might see some different things. So anyway, so this one is brand new. We've also brought out the new inners. I know you can get these in other brands, but this fits in my brand. I've used one for ages. So you can put in here, I usually have my pens and I have cartridges and some double-sided tape. In here I normally have things like my back chaps, etc., and my clips. I also have in there, I'm quite high up in the airline, so we get tickets we can reward the staff with, and I could never find them, so I always keep them in here, I always keep some money in here, etc. So that's a new thing to come, and these I'm really excited. So honestly, yes, because I used to, a long time ago, when I used a system like this that wasn't mine, it had like like a pocket in the back that did this, so I used to hook stencils in. But now I lose them all the time, so I thought to myself, do you know what, I want stencils that I'm not going to go anywhere, so I did them like this and folded them in half. So you can put them together like this and loop them in, you can put them around a book, you can put single ones in, they come in separate, and I've called it doodle it, stencil it and border it, and they will go flat. This will lie flat so you can work with them, and then you just fold them back up again. You just need to tell people they need to fold back the way they were folded, because if they keep folding them that way they will break. But if you just do it like this, so again, I'm always on the go, I'm always on the plane, etc. And there's a board with them all done in black to show you. So the middle of that board has got the borders on, and you'll see them on lots of my work. They're only half size because we're working in smaller things, and I would rather have 4 smaller ones than 2 larger ones. So that's the stencil one, 4 of my favourite stencils. And then these are specifically to doodle with. I mean, you can use them as stencils, but these have got the bigger shapes, so I can do the doodling in between. And there'll be more of those coming because I just love them. We also brought out new stamps in this bag to go with the dialogue system, because people think that the diary is just once a year. They're like, oh no, I don't want to buy those diary stamps because I can only use them once a year, and it's like, it's not. So it's a bit psychological, but calling these dialogue stamps, people are like, oh, I need them to go. And I've been pointing out that they actually have some of them, and they're like, no, I need them for the dialogue. February is the same, whether you put it in there or you put it in there, but they're wanting them. So, but this time, they were in a big 2-pack before, this time they're small, so they're going to be really as cheap as chips. So this one has got all your dates, and things like this Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, it fits exactly in the grids in my books. So it fits in the bullets. Anything like this, you see like these, fit the grids. They either fit each one or they fit every other one, but I've done them to so they fit exactly in there. So we have that one. These are some of my words. I do have some normal words on there like birthday and happy, but then I have things like get over it, WTF, why, things like that, things I do on a daily basis. Little emoticons, and again, these fit in perfectly. Little borders, you know, that are sized to fit the dialogue. 3 lots of numbers on there, so we've got the large, the medium and the small. That might be the same size as the other one, I can't remember. Everything else I resized, but that, and then the little boxes and things as well. And I now put those in this bag, and I just hook that over my dialogue, you see. So when I get on a plane or whatever, I've got everything. I've got all the books and I've got everything in together. By the way, people ask me about this all the time. This is just my craft sheet, and I wanted them to make this because when I'm on the plane, I need something to glue on, test my pens, etc. But we'd have to have new tooling made, and we have to order like 10,000. So the answer was no, you're not getting it. But since I've been doing it, a lot of people say, what is it? And I go, oh, I just cut up my old craft mat. And they do it, and then they have to buy a new one. So there you go. You might want to do that. You just might want to do that to your sample. I have a store, so I'm always, you know, I always think as a designer, I get it both ways because I have a store, so I'm always thinking, you know, I don't want to bring out too much because there's nowhere to put it in the store, but I'm wanting where people can do. So this won't be coming because they won't let me have 10,000. I'd be happy with 10,000, but anyway, so that's going to go there. And then we've got new, bigger back chat, which I'm really excited about. And these are, can you see, like here, you just peel them off. So here I've got, I'm sorry I called you an idiot, I thought you knew, you know, and things like that. But in here, they are my usual lovely sayings, but there's some words in England that are not bad, that are a little bit bad here, so we've put asterisks in. Which ones are them? I was like, whatever, bitches, and the bitches, whatever. because it's not a bad word in England, you know. So there's things like that. So, but we have such gems as good things come to those who shut their mouth and mind the business. And what I like in empathy, I make up for in not caring. Don't mean to brag, but I've absolutely no idea what I'm doing. My two favourite hobbies are eating and complaining I'm fat. You know, so there's all kinds of things like that. So, and you just peel them off, you just lift them, and again, they're really reasonably priced. Just like a sort of paper, and you just cut them up and stick them on. So one pack is in white, one pack is in black. Okay, there isn't a mixed pack. There's two separate packs on there. What else? He hasn't come and threatened me yet.
Both.
They do need both. Look, and especially if you've got a sample using both, always, you know. So my new stamps, and also you might notice in it, I always still use all my old stuff. So this is a new stamp, this elephant head. This cat has probably been out 2 years. I sell as many of this cat now as I did then because I mix it with the new one. So I always say to people, don't just put, they'll buy the new anyway. That, you know, when I'm teaching in the class, people say, are you using all your new stuff in the Creativation class? No, because people will buy that anyway. You still want to put new sort of with old. So I still mix them up. That's a new head, that's the new bit on here, you see. So and I keep turning, like this is from the dogs, I've just turned him into a unicorn. So these are the new sets. My sets always go with everything, and a lot of people have been asking more about my handwriting, really. So I've actually put some quotes in, and they're quite nice. People won't believe they're from me, so I put some quotes in as well. So this big head here, and it's got those quotes, and then there's some more bodies. All the heads are interchangeable, as usual. I love this. Sorry, but the cat and I have plans for the evening. This is me and my cat on a night. I'm there in my house coat. This is a book, actually. Got my rollers in. No, I haven't at all. This one, all the different heads. Like, the other heads went so well. People constantly, will you do more toadstools? I'm toadstooled out, but I did one more, so I did a long one where we mix it up. And then we've got this one down here as well. So 6 of the new stamps, I think.
No, the stencils
two.
with the divers.
Oh, they were before Christmas. I've got those as well.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. But before Christmas, I brought out. Again, this is, you see, people miss things.
We didn't know, and they're amazing.
I know, and do you know, and everybody looked at them. Ranger used to looking at me strangely anyway, but Ranger, I'm like, what are you going to do with those? Well, what do you mean, what am I going to do with those? Could you just look through there and see if you can find the divers for me? Oh, there they are. I knew as soon as I gave them to somebody else. I knew. Somebody commented the other day, they went, look at her with the plastic. This is how I'm so OCD. Clean, put them away in my plastics straight away. So these two were brought out just before Christmas. So this one is called, 2 minutes, thank you. This one is called Make a Splash. And it has the different divers in. Okay, and it actually, from standing up, you know, because it's this one, hang on, this one, that's how they go. But they can all be turned into mermaids as well. And you've seen in some of these where I draw around them, and some where I've seen it in here. I'll never see it again. I can never find anything ever again. There, like this. So you can draw and you can doodle them, or you can just stencil through with them. So that was one of them. And then the other one was this one. This is Maureen. So that was that one there.
I love that one.
Yeah, so that's Maureen. And then we just added 2 more, because I have Ben, Jay and Emmy, which are 3 of my children. Tom doesn't know. People say, what about Tom? I'm like, he doesn't even know what I do, so it's fine. And then, so then Maureen was my mum, and it's Maureen, not Marine. She'll be spinning. I know, it's Maureen. And then this is Maisie and Martha, which again is 2 of my granddaughters. So that's Maisie, and this one is Martha. And you get the insides as well. So if you're not sure, you can trace around them. Again, look, there's the little, and this is all done on a plane, but you can see them in here as well. I've seen them somewhere. I don't know. There's Martha.
Thank you, Dyan.
Thank you, Dyan. No problem.
Happy baby.